You remember that phrase? Keep your friends close and your enemies closer. I don't really like to think in terms of enemies, but are any of your enemies keeping you closer? You got to be careful that you don't let a fox in the hen house or like a snake in the grass, whatever it is. Like, be careful that there's not an intruder in your situation. I know in my own life, somebody that my ex-husband and I were both really close to, I confided in and talked through, like even on weekends when he was traveling, like bared my heart and soul to. And I would have counted her in, like when the rubber met the road, I really believed that she would have been on my side. And when the rubber met the road, she wasn't. I'll never forget pulling up to her house. She had this big old long driveway. And just all I could utter out when I realized what had happened, it's like the world spun around me, right? And like, that moment where you're like, oh, right? And that's how it felt to me. And I just remember saying, how could you? How could you? And that was it. That's all I had. And then basically my true, the sort of stuff you say to a girlfriend, like with a glass of wine on a Friday night. Maybe you mean it all. Maybe it's just the moment. Maybe he's really pissed you off today. Or maybe it's just like your deepest, darkest fears, wants, desires, hopes, dreams. And then they have them. I only say that just to say, like, look, you got to be careful. I'm just, your gal Hannah warning you before it happens. It's not the thing that should guide you. It's just like a little dose of caution. An ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure, right? So just being a little bit careful about who you let into your life in your close support network. And especially if it's someone that's like a mutual person between you and your ex, that would not be my first choice for who gets to be in the close circle. Maybe they're awesome and everything, but like if you can't be sure, that's not the ones you need to turn to.